Well, g'day everybody, and welcome back to farmsim and back to my growers farm, where we are going to be growing some vegetables. Got some bales here. You might notice something a little bit different. I made a mistake when I started the game, and that is that I normally start the game as a multiplayer game, not a single player game. The reason being is that it's sometimes you might get like a loader arm or something like that, and the loader arm is the wrong size because you can never tell, and you lose money and all that type of stuff. So what I usually do is set up a multiplayer game, and I set up a couple of different farms, and one of those farms can, if something happens and I need to be reimbursed, then I can be reimbursed. So I've basically set up pretty well as I've basically set up to exactly what we were at previously in episode 2. There's just a few differences, and that is that you'll see that the bales are a little bit different because I've got the bale wrap on them, which is perfectly fine. So they're just normal bales. They're not silage bales or anything. This field is at the point that it was at previously. It is just not. It's just not. Instead of being ploughed, it's been harrowed. So there we go. That's that, and this. So I did film episode 3, and in episode 3, I actually built a shed here for our equipment and all that type of stuff, and some greenhouses behind it. Now, with Giant's horrible building placement, and I will say horrible because it is bloody horrible, then what ended up happening is I had a big, like, 4-foot step or 3-foot step into the shed that I placed down there, and then I just couldn't landscape that out. So what I've done is, with the multiplayer, I've gone and placed these in what I did with episode 3, but I've done them sort of off camera, and I'll show you why. I've basically set up half of this field. And I've set up half of this field, this big field here, with my greenhouses and my sheds. So I've added those. Everything else is pretty well the same. So we've got some sheds there. We've got our harvester in there. We've got all the same equipment that we had previously, except for, I think, the cultivator. I'm not sure whether it was that cultivator that we got. I don't think it was. So yeah, so that's it. Now, we've got a couple of things that we're going to do today in this episode. The first thing is we need to start prepping these fields. This field over here requires... why hasn't my... Hang on a sec. There we go. I'd lost my field info. I'd lost my field info there, but now I have it. Here we go. Needs ploughing, needs lime, this area here. This is where we're going to do our vegetables. Or we may not end up doing our vegetables here. We may end up creating our own field through here for our vegetables, which we can do. I'm kind of hoping that that our implement will actually allow us to do that. Over here, we do need to. What month is it? It's currently, we are at the point where we can actually we could plant canola, but we want to wait until September, and we want to plant some wheat. I think is probably going to be a good idea. Now, our idea is probably to put some carrots and stuff in the ground and some parsnips and everything, but we've got quite a considerable amount of time to do that. Question being, that runs harvest on that, or planting season on that runs till the end of July. Do we throw some barley in or some canola in? No, canola will be no good. Although we will have a little bit of time. We will have a little bit of time to. No, we might wait, and we might throw wheat in one field, and we might throw barley up on the hill there, up on this hill here. And then we will be able to harvest that barley in time to be able to plant our veggies in there, and we may be able to leave this for grass. Now, the other question that I have is, oh no, I didn't want to do that. Dumbass. There we go. The other question that I have is, what will our animals need? What will our animals need? Nothing. We've at the moment we've only got the thing for the chickens. We could throw some chickens in there. What will they need? Where is the help here? I was thinking maybe goats. I'm thinking maybe goats because we haven't done goats before. So Why can't we find in here what we're looking for? What goats eat? I want to know what the goats actually eat. Here we go. General goats right there. Product goat milk, and they eat grass and hay. Age of maturity is 8 months. Yeah, I think we might put a little goat thing down here. I reckon. But the other thing that I do want to do is I want to put in a little rice field here. And the reason why I want to put a rice field in is I was going to have the windmill down there, but you pay for your water out of the windmill. If we were to throw a rice paddy in, and this comes from North Hill Farmer, who's one of our amazing long time channel viewers. He threw a rice paddy in and flooded the rice paddy, and you can actually get water out of that for nothing, which is a pretty cool thing, to be honest. So I was thinking that we might throw one in down here. Reckon? The reason being is if we throw one in here, kind of like a little dam, then we can actually draw water from it for free for when we're going to need to water our goats and stuff. So is that going to let me throw one in here and flood it? I guess there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's go into here and let's go into construction. And I think it's fields, cultivation, rice field. And if we can throw a rice field in here successfully, just a small one, across to there, up to there, and down to here, like that. And that might be okay, I reckon. Has that done it? Yes, it can. Too close to another one. Okay, so that should be all right, right? And it's not. Not okay. What did I do wrong there? I did something wrong. Where are we again? Let's go back into here, back into construction. Let's throw... We'll do a rice field. Toggle snapping. Should be on, I guess. Snapping should be on. Start new field. Won't change placement height. Run it through here. Like that. Run it across here. Down to here. And how do we confirm finish that like that? That should be okay. That should give us enough water, but we're going to have to see, aren't we? How do we flood it? Needs ploughing, really? Okay, that's fine, but we should be able to flood this, shouldn't we? Water level 0, flood. Is that going to work? Or is it not going to work? I'm not sure, because if it does work, it's going to be free water. Which will actually be fantastic. We'll see how it goes. So we probably want to mow all of this grass here, and we probably want to bale that up. because it'll be grass and hay that those guys can take, which means we're going to actually need to purchase ourselves a mower. What are we going to purchase as a mower? Where are we? Mowers. Spaders, seeders, sprayers, weeders, rollers. Where are we? Grassland mowers. Here we go. It'd be nice to have something that actually rows, wouldn't it? As well. How much have we got? 293. I've also tried to get the my balance as close as possible. This one here, I'm pretty sure this rows, doesn't it? So let's go back and just have a squiz at it. Mowers cut grass. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. What do we need? 180 horsepower for that. So might be all right. Might be all right. It's relatively expensive though, isn't it? We're going to need something on the front, or is that going to, no, that's only going to mow on those sides, isn't it? That's probably no good for us. I think we'll just go, I reckon we might just go something like this, I think. We'll just mow that way. That'll be perfectly fine. This only requires 110 horsepower, so let's buy that. There we go. Lovely. And that should give us a little bit of a row anyway. So let's jump up into here. And we will drop this down. Okay, we'll throw you down there. That'll be perfectly fine. What do I need to do? Go across to that and detach that. There we go. Lovely. We'll just go over and pick up that mower. Down we go. Yeah, so I did a little bit of landscaping through here. That's still flooding. Whether or not that's going to work, or whether or not I actually have to have crop in there before it'll flood, will be a different story. If I do, I don't know whether I'll do it. I might just go and be a tight ass and find myself a water source somewhere, I think. Let's go and pick this thing up. Is this going to be way too big for this tractor? It's not too big horsepower wise. So I would like to be able to use it. Well, it looks like it's going to work, doesn't it? Is this supposed to go on the back, or is it supposed to go on the front? It looks like it's supposed to go on the back, doesn't it? No, on the front by the looks of it. Okay, cool. Let's go and see how we go, and we'll mow all of this. We'll mow all of this lawn, all of this grass, and we'll see how we go. We'll see what we can get out of it. Across to here, and let's unfold him and lower him. Turn him on. Down it goes, and we'll see how we go. And that's giving us a nice row as well, which is really, really good. So I'm pretty happy with that. And we'll be able to utilize this grass, so straight into there. We'll run through here. Nice work. So I hope all you guys are well. I've been so excited about getting into this, but again, I'm at the airport tomorrow morning and I'm flying out for a couple of days, so there's another couple of days where I don't get any bloody recording done for YouTube, and I don't get to play anything either. So it's a bit annoying. But there's not much I can do about it. This is obviously all of our land. And just a tip for you guys, while there's glitches and stuff in FarmSim in the beginning, because there always is, setting your game up as a multiplayer, even though you're playing single player, is a really, really good idea, I think, because it gives you a little bit of flexibility. You know, there's things that you might, FarmSim's notorious for, you know, not having enough information to be able to make the right purchasing choices and stuff. And if you purchase something and it's wrong and you refund it straight away, you're pretty well staffed because you lose money on it straight away. The building system, like the building placement system, is really, really janky. So how often have you placed a building and it's just completely ruined the landscape and you've gone, oh my God, what am I going to do? And you've had to sell the building and you've lost money on it straight away. And then you've had to landscape and then you've had to, buy the building again. So working in sort of a co-op, working on a multiplayer map and having, I always have a co-op. The co-op I always set up, that buys a forklift, sometimes a telehandler and a truck for the store, which I think is a great thing to do because stores and stuff will always have a forklift and stuff, like a big agricultural stores and stuff will always have a forklift or something on site that you can use, that their customers can use. So the co-op basically is the store, and it provides a telehandler or a forklift for the store, which the farmer can use. So that gets that out of the way, because if you buy yourself a forklift for the store, not only is it coming out of your money, it is also you're also paying monthly maintenance on it and all that stuff as well. So, which I think is a little bit silly. And who wants to drive a fork all the way to the store, or drive a telehandler all the way to the store to load your vehicle up? You wouldn't do it in real life, and so why do it here? So that's one advantage of running a multiplayer. The other advantage is, as I said, if you place a building and it doesn't do what you want it to do, then all of a sudden you're at the expense of selling that building at a loss, and then having to buy the building again, as well as do all the landscaping and fix the landscaping up. And that is and by having a financial institute, then you can refund your farm for that amount of money if something like that stuffs up. And it's not there to abuse. Like, I don't put it there to abuse and go, oh well, I'm gonna buy myself a beautiful tractor and then get the other farm to reimburse me for it. I don't do that. So it's nothing to do with cheating or anything like that. It's just an insurance policy against the sometimes horrificness of farm sim. So, all right, that seems to be rolling all right, which means that, which basically means that we'll be able to just come straight through and pick that up with the baler, which will be good. And then that'll give us some grass bales so that we can set up a little pasture somewhere for our goats. I think I just completely destroyed that run. Oh well, here's what it is, right? Around here we go, and we'll head straight back through here and try not to ruin this one. There we go. So for those of you that know anything about Australia, you'll know about Uluru, or what used to be called Ayers Rock. I still like to call it Ayers Rock, but the wokeness won't allow me to. I'm heading out there on an aeroplane tomorrow. I've got 2 planes to catch tomorrow. Got to catch a plane from where I am in Adelaide to across to Melbourne, and I've got to jump on another aircraft out to Uluru, and then on The following day, I've got to jump on another plane from Uluru and head back to Sydney. And then I've got to get on a plane from Sydney and head back to Adelaide. So a bit of flying and stuff. I'm not looking forward to it this time. I usually love just getting on a plane and going flying, but I just can't be bothered. I've been going away far too much lately, and it's really putting a damper on everything, you know. But it is what it is. You've got to do what you've got to do, right? For as a job. So there we go. We'll grab you. Rather than spin around, I might just pull that up and reverse. There we go. It's rowing quite well, to be honest. That's not that I think it's meant to row, is it? Just the way that it's just the way that the mower's set up. So there we go. Roll straight through there, and we'll do a little bit on this corner over here as well. Throw him down there. Grab you like that. And we'll get this little bit. I don't think we're going to get too many bales out of it, but it will nonetheless certainly help us feed our goats and get that underway. So if we do buy some chickens, we may need to... if we do buy some chickens, we may need to buy chicken food in. So it probably won't be a very profitable thing, but, you know, it kind of is what it is. I'm over here. I don't know where we're going to put our mower. I don't think that field is working. I really don't think that field is working. Where are we going to put you? Probably down against the fence here. Put a fence here to prevent myself from driving off the edge, because I will do it. We'll drive off the edge. There we go. Lovely. I think that mower is absolutely brilliant. And we might pull the tractor. Might actually just drop the tractor in this shed here, and we'll grab our other one. And then what we'll do is we'll probably end up, there we go, just up that little bump there. Probably end up possibly putting our goat field in. I don't know whether they I don't know whether they actually produce. I don't know whether the goats will produce milk in the. They certainly won't breed, but will they produce milk if they're in a pasture? Possibly not. Possibly not. Okay, we'll grab you. Oh, you dick. There we go. Get back on there. We'll lock you on. Get the old case out and lovely tractor. Lovely tractor. We'll start picking some of this up. Let's unfold that. Let's turn him on. Drop him down, and off we go. There we go. Get some of this done. Get some grass in there. It had a little bit of hay left over from the or straw left over from the field, so it's just automatically converted that to grass. So don't know whether I'm going to get around this corner with the baler. Go a little bit wide and hope that the baler will pick all of that up. It may not. Spin around here. Get you. We should be able to drop a bale in here. There we go. We may get all the way through, actually. Okay, that's 100%. What I'm going to do is I'm going to raise that up, and we'll take this over and drop it in the yard. Actually, I'm not going to do with this with all of the bales. It's just that it's in a bit of a position that makes it really awkward for the rest of it. So let's drop it here. There we go, lovely. And we'll head back and we'll go around again. Drop the baler down. And yep, we're definitely getting grass there. Beautiful. There we go. Grass for the goats. Grass for the goats. We did manage to get that bit, so nice and wide. Then hard left, and it should pick it up. Again, wide, hard left, and it should hopefully not leave any bloody stray bits on the ground. So there we go. Try and pick all of this up. Still a bit there to pick up as well, but we'll get that in a minute. Probably missed a big bit there. There we go. We'll go and chuck this down here as well. May as well. We'll come and pick them up with the tractor later. There we go. So for those of you that are new to the channel, those of you that are following through with my on my farm series with from out of ore and stuff like this, then you'll notice that I do kind of take my time in out of ore. I'm also the same in farm sim. I don't see the purpose or the point in going really fast and going flat out, and you know, I prefer to play and enjoy what I'm playing, and enjoy the stuff that I do on it. So probably not the best for a YouTube series, I guess, where you know, most of the people who watch it on YouTube want to see why have I got such a... Farm Sim's done that thing with my steering wheel again, and that is it keeps resetting my steering wheel and adding a 14% dead zone on it, which is bloody ridiculous, and I keep changing it, and it doesn't listen. So there might be strife getting around there. So yeah, I take my time. I enjoy myself greatly while I'm doing it, and I try to do things relatively properly as well. So so that's what you can expect from a series from me. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. Some people think it's an absolutely horrible thing and just can't be bothered, but you know, whatever, you've got to play the way that you do. I said to my community just before the release of Farm Sim that I would be playing Farm Sim, and whether it does well on my channel or not, I don't care. I just don't care. I just want to play it. There we go. Alright, so we should be able to drop one here. Drop him down there. There we go. Yeah, it's the round bale net that I'm using, so that's what I'm using to wrap the bales. So grab that, go through here. And there we go. Right, I might run through here actually. I know there's nothing here to pick up, but may as well run around here and go do my ups and downs, I think. There we go. Lovely. It's kind of at this point in time, you know, for some reason For some reason that hasn't lowered. I didn't lower it. It's funny. I've got a button on the side of my mouse that I set to. Oh, that is flooding. Look at that. I've got a button on the side of my mouse that I set to raise and lower. But when I use that button to raise and lower the active implement, but when I use that button, it only raises and lowers the front. So I've got to use the keystroke on the keyboard to raise and lower the implement that's on the back. So maybe I need to look at that. But teething problems always setting up a controller when you're using a steering wheel and a side panel. So, but anyway, I'm going to get this. Baled, and I'll see you when I've done that, guys. All right, we are nearly done. There is a mod on the mod hub that allows you to unload unfinished bales, and I reckon I might get that because this grass, like, there's not a whole lot of grass here, right? But what I've got in there, which is 1,241 litres, is probably, a relative sort of half a bale, really. I mean, it only says 35%, but, that's another 1,000 litres of food that our animals could eat. So I may actually do that. I think I may actually get that mod and get that mod happening. But, yeah. We'll see how we go. So we've got a couple of bales down there. I need to reset the bale counter, actually. So Alt-X. Alt-X to reset. We've done 15 bales total. I'm not exactly sure how many we actually did originally. So, all right, we'll get you parked up there, which is a really stupid place because I need to get that other tractor out. There we go. Spin that around. Leave him parked there. That'll do. Turn him off and do that. Now that field is flooding, which is absolutely brilliant. It's not costing us a cent to do. We have the bale spike on here. We don't have anything on here at the moment. Right, let's reverse him out. There we go. We need to get some water up to these greenhouses as well. So let's go and do these bales first, and we'll bring the bales in, and then we'll add some water to the greenhouses and get some residual income coming in. A little bit of a constant income stream. I don't know whether I'm gonna sell straight away or whether I'm going to grab the boxes and go and sell myself. I think I'm going to grab the boxes and go and sell myself. I reckon that might be all right. Now we should be able to take on 2 bales here. I reckon. We'll store them in the shed where the harvester is. So, all right, we'll line that up with the center. Grab you. Slide you forward. Grab you. Lift that up. Lovely. Right, yeah, that's all right. We don't have a weight on the back either, so that's good. So our tractor is definitely weighty enough for that. I don't mind this tractor, I really don't. It's going to be a lot nicer when it's a little bit more worn and dirty, but I'm going to use this shed over here to store our stuff in, our bales. Might run these ones really close to the left wall here. Drop you down. Go. Hopefully bring you out. Lovely. All right. So I was thinking the out of ore GPS that shows you exactly where the bucket, what angle the bucket and stuff is on, would be fantastic in this simulator. because there's really no visual clues. Right. As to you kind of got to guess what's straight. Right, let's grab these. So it looks like we did 6 bales. 6 bales off that isn't too bad, to be honest. 6 bales, I'm pretty happy with that. Spin you around, grab you, like so, and pick those up. Beautiful. Perfect. Very happy with that, and very happy with the way that field is flooding as well. It's just something fun and therapeutic about picking bales up. Do you guys like picking bales up, or do you hate it? I love it. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I could do it for hours. She definitely does need a try and push that back in. A weight on the back is what I was going to say. There we go. That'll do. The next tool pick that up. Right. Lovely. Go and pick those up from the yard, and then we're done. Luckily, we didn't have to pick them all up from outside on a big field outside. That rice paddy is filling perfectly. We'll try and fill the tractor up and get some stuff. I've got to bring those hay bales in as well, those straw bales in as well. Right. Grab you. Spin you around there. Get you in the center, and we should be able to grab that as well. You can actually get them closer. Yeah, you can see it's just picking them up. We are getting a little bit of lift on the back end of our tractor there, so I'm gonna have to get myself a weight for that. I think I've got a weight on the front of the case because we need it. I wasn't sure whether I needed one on this, but it looks like we're gonna have to. So what have we got? 3,500 litres per bale. We've got 7,000 litres of bale on there. Right, down you go. There we go. You can see the tractor lift up there. Push you guys in here, like so. Try and pop out there. Lovely. All right, so weight it is. Okay, let's go and grab ourselves the trailer here and see if we can actually fill up from that, or whether it's not classed as fully full until it's finished running. Go back in, grab you, because we're definitely going to need some water up in these greenhouses to get them moving. I'm thinking chilies and, I don't know, chilies and something. This is going to be like a little dam for us. I should have made it round like you'd find a, you don't necessarily, dams aren't necessarily always square, are they? Let's see if this works. I mean, I have every faith in Farmer. It's just whether it works or whether it's got to be full first. Refill mobile water tank. Look at that. There we go. Perfect. Lovely. We've got our very own dam. I always actually wanted in FarmSim, I wanted the ability to be able to dig a dam and then have a pump on the side and fill it with water, or pump water out onto fields as well. So it's nice to kind of have that, but it's classed as a rice field, right? Okay, let's dump this water in here. Probably get the entire 7,000 litres in there, I reckon. But that'll be all right. That'll be enough. And there we go. And let's back this beast up. There we go. Lovely. Just enough to chuck a Yui. Love all of the, I do love the tyre tracks and everything on here as well. I wonder whether I can drive straight into that rather than back up to it. Let's see. Probably could, you know. Whether or not we get bogged, I don't know. Let's have a look. Kind of, it looks like we're driving on the water, doesn't it? But I'm guessing that we're not. But the wheels are wet. Looks good. You can see how wet the wheels are driving in there. That's fantastic. Love it. Okay. Job done. Get out of there. Pop into here and fill the next greenhouse up. I think we're going to need something a little bit smaller than a bloody. There's just not enough room on there, is there? I might have to remove a little bit of this fence here, I reckon. Might have to delete some of this fence because we're not going to have enough room to pick those up. And I might have to just do a little bit of landscape on there as well. I may remove that entire section of fence, to be honest. In fact, let's do that now. Let's go down to here. Let's go down to construction. And how do we delete something? Painting, trees, plants, sculpting. Here, where was fences here under decoration? Enter demolition mode B. Hope that didn't take the entire fence out. No, it didn't, but it's left us with a... Do we have a pole here? We have a little pole. Because that's embarrassing. One would hope that it would be intelligent enough to... I don't know, can we throw that in there? No, it doesn't look like it, does it? Is there something that we can use? Doesn't look like there is, does it? That's all fences. Because that's going to really annoy me if I can't put something in there. They're lights. Maybe we could put a light in. Do we have a light that would be suitable for there? Maybe something small? Is there something that might be small but kind of farmy? Maybe that. There we go. Shining onto there. That might be alright. It won't let me because it's overlapping. God damn it. It means I'm going to have to do that entire fence again, doesn't it? Free mode. There we go. Alright. Cool. Let's throw that there. Lovely. Alright, that's going to help. Okay, so let's just get this out of the way for now. Try and spin him around. Hope that we've got enough room. Come around. I might landscape a little bit more of a slope in there, I reckon. There we go. Perfect. You can sit here and we'll get these greenhouses running. I think what we're going to do is going to do some chilies. All right, storing chilies. Let's activate those. That is running and it is storing. Yep, distributing. No, we want storing. Okay, beautiful. Some chilies happening. Probably not going to make us a crap load of money there because they're only sort of small greenhouses, but they'll do something at least. Garlic. Let's activate garlic. And we've got it in as storing. We'll probably throw some more in as well and get the other stuff as well. There you go. We'll go down here and turn this off and then we'll call it an episode, everybody. I hope that you have enjoyed this Oh, it's already done it. It's already turned itself off. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. And I hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and hit like if you are enjoying this. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Catch you all next time. Bye.